Pro Wrestling International, there are no boundaries.
And I'd like to welcome you to another week of Pro Wrestling International. I hope that everyone out there is all psyched up for some really wild and crazy matches, because that's exactly what we have in store for you on today's show. I'd like to start things off with America's favorite trucker, Big Rig Rollins, going up against the Professor.
And his opponent, weighing in at 440 pounds, from the highways of America, Big Rig Rollins!
As I was saying, a big announcement, but right there, Richard Crow here has announced one of the big men here in the PWI, making his way from the highways and byways into the center of the squared circle. We will see in our first match today, the Big Rig Rollins in there against the wily one, the Professor. But joining me today to help announce this big news here in the PWI is the team of the James brothers. Austin and Dallas joining me here at the mics today for most of the matches we're going to see. And Dallas, welcome back. I see you're here with your brother. And
it's great to be here. And as you said, some announcements are in order.
That's right. And before we get to that, let me run down a little bit of the card that we're going to be seeing today. Along with Big Rig here and the Professor, we're going to be seeing that crazy one, the hippy-dippy Eric Freedom. Also, Johnny Walker will be on the card today. Billy Joe Eaton. And
who?
Billy Joe Eaton. And I think you'll probably have
Which one?
Well, I'm sure we'll have a little more from you and something.
I'm still a little upset over what I saw last week. And Austin, you wasn't out here because you had a match, but Billy Joe Eaton with what he did with TJ. Did you hear TJ?
I heard
Did
TJ.
you hear him? James, boys, you don't have it either. Well, Dave, what's this setting in front of you? It kind of shines, doesn't it?
Well, let's get right into it here, Raz. You see the Professor taking Big Rig into the corner at the moment. But the big news in the PWI is there has been a change in metal around the middle of two men here in the PWI.
Metal. I like that.
On June 23rd in Ann Arbor, the team of your friend Betty Bam Bam Garvin,
No friend of ours. Let's get this thing
and
straight.
the Bounty Hunter.
Well, he did say that he was going to go to the top. I have to give him that. He said he was going to take a partner, any partner he chose, and I mean, he said that right to me. He was going to go to the top. He did. But Austin, his stay was short-lived.
Very short.
The reservation in the penthouse lasted one night.
Very short.
Fans,
He's back on the trail.
fans, what the boys here are alluding to is
Come on,
the team
referee, choke him.
of
Well, I don't care if he chokes him.
the team of the Bounty
I
Hunter
don't like
and
him.
Bam Bam Buddy Garvin did defeat the former PWI Tag Team Champions Fire and Ice, Diamond Dan and the Fix-It. Whoa!
What a hit.
Big one.
He's made him mad.
Took the Professor right off, and there he goes.
That's
Big
that.
clothesline.
That's it.
Going for a cover. And we got it here.
That.
The Big Rig.
And the winner, Big Rig Rollins!
the big rig, 400 pounds a man.
Yeah, right there, you
PWI.
see some of the replay, and man, when he gets, and there, you know, there it is, the big roadblock buster, and now wait a minute, what's he doing? You know, as the fans are looking at the replay here, he's calling for the microphone. What's going on? There you see.
Bobo!
Who?
Come out here a minute, I got something I want to tell you.
Well, fans, Big Rig Rollins.
Bobo Brazil, come on out here, I got something I want to tell you.
PWI heavyweight champion to come out here.
He's going to challenge him.
That's it. I was getting ready to say that. He's going to challenge Bobo
Now,
for the titles.
He's been running his mouth up there in Michigan. We were up there, and you know,
Come on, Bobo, nothing funny, I just want to talk to you.
nothing funny.
I got something I want to get off my mind.
Well, as Big Rig is
He got
waiting,
no hair.
here he comes. The PWI champion, Bobo Brazil Jr., making his way to ringside to find out
I thought you were supposed to do the interviews.
what Big Rig Rollins is wanting with him. Well,
What's he starting his own talk show?
we'll just
Bobo,
let him
we
go
go
on
back
here.
a lot.
Not any room left.
All right, let's see what Big Rig has to say here.
I'm just tell you what I know what's going on. Don't trust Austin James.
What?
Don't trust him.
Austin, he's talking about you.
Talking about me.
He'll turn on you like he turned on me.
He has no business talking about me.
We were
Austin,
tag
sit down
partners
here.
for 2 years.
I'll go
One-
smack that
so
boy.
one day out of
guy.
the blue, little bit of money
What's
was
up
given
with
to
him?
No more friends. But you want to know something?
Sit
He's up
back
to something.
down.
He's trying to get that for 4 aces.
Austin.
Is he still?
Oh, I got to hear this.
We've been around, and we've been tagging a lot. And, you know, he hadn't turned his back on me. The one I don't
I
trust
cannot
is
believe
that
that.
Dallas.
Coming out.
I don't
Wait a
trust
minute,
Dallas
now they're
either.
talking about me. I know
But
nobody trusts
like I
me.
said, don't trust Austin James.
I have tagged up
Because
with
whatever
the
Big
champ.
Brother wants,
Across
little
the
brother
United
do.
States.
Oh.
It hasn't been that many times you
Yeah.
tagged up with him. Think about
Don't
it,
trust
Bobo.
Austin.
You're a
I've
very
been tagging
intelligent
up with the
man.
champ,
You've been
like
in
I
this
said, across the United States
sport for a long, long
several
time.
months now.
From one friend to another, you know what Dallas James is up to. You've seen it before. I wouldn't put it past him now, or I wouldn't put it past him in the future. Just don't trust Austin James.
I appreciate the advice, but let me tell you something. Big Red, that they don't know about Bobo Jr. You know, all these guys done wrestled me before. You can back up down the line and you can ask guys like Ric Flair. I'll fight you to the end, just like I would be a friend to the end. I want to put this out to Dallas and Austin. Austin, I'll tag with you anywhere in the United States. Now, Big Rig is my friend, and I'm not going to doubt his word, but I want to tell you one thing, Austin. I know you somewhere in Dallas. If you ever double cross me, you're going to see a different Bobo Brazil. You're not going to be able to wrestle in the state of Indiana. You're not going to be able to wrestle in the state of Florida, Ohio, New York, nowhere. Because once I go on the rampage, I don't care what's in the way, I can move it to get what I want.
You need me, you call.
I don't need that belt. I don't need that belt. We got
Said one more
belts
thing.
right here in front of us.
That's right.
I'm tagging
Can you believe that, Dave?
with
Well, fans,
Austin.
right there, you're hearing it.
one thing I know while
Bobo
I'm in this
Brazil
tag, I got dice
putting
with
out the warning.
Now you want to
Big
see
Rig
something different
really
about me?
raising the ire
Well,
here.
that's
Deal with him. He
Cross
mentioned
the
something
line,
about
you're gonna
years
see a
ago in
different
Europe.
Bobo Brazil Jr.
I wasn't in Europe, and
No, you weren't.
Dave, 2 chairs across, can attest to that. I was defending the heavyweight title here. I don't want to hear no more. We
I
got a
don't either.
commercial or something.
Fans, will be back here in a minute, and then we'll bring you the rest of those announcements here on the PWI.